All right, now I'm just going to make sure that the chat is working. And can you get your phone out?
Oh, you want to see the...
Yeah, just turn all the, what do you call it, off? The volume.
Yep. Give me a sec. Okay. Should be good.
Yeah. Yay, that way we can actually...
See the comments.
Yeah. And if you hold her right there, I'll adjust this. Hi, wow, 4 people already.
Damn!
Let's see if that works.
Hello there.
There we go. Yay, that's a little better. You're actually in the shot now.
What a surprise.
There we go. All right, so hi everyone. One thing that's new that you've probably already noticed, got my hair done.
As did I.
Yep. And mine was a little tricky. Mine was a balayage, which is typically done with just blonde. And I went with a red tone. So, but welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara.
I'm Connor, and this is little Sophia.
Who just got her rabies shot.
And also a haircut of herself, too.
Yeah.
This seems to be a common theme on here, isn't it?
Today everybody's got a haircut. But today I've got quite a bit for you guys. I've got some yarn that I made, a sweater that you guys saw a sneak peek of, and a lot of wool and some yarn and some, well, some news. So let's get right down to it. First thing I'm going to show you is going to be some yarn. So I had the singles spun up, and before I did something that a few of you might be going about, I was able to spin them up. So this one is Firecracker, and I didn't have much left over when I did the first one, so let's see if I can get that. Looks about right. When I did the first one, I ended up not having that much left over to make this little hank. This is about 25 yards. So that was just I didn't have enough supply to spin up. This one I was able to get 100 yards. This I'm calling royal blue because I can't remember the name of it from the Paradise Fibers kit. So I was able to get 100 yards out of this. And it's a beautiful, beautiful blue.
Pretty.
Next up, I want to show you guys a project that I've been working on, and I've got a little bit of a new project bag, but see, I'll show you that after, because that comes with the other things that I have to show you, or at least part of them. So you guys saw these colors, but
Ta-da!
This is what I've got so far, the front and the back, and a part of a sleeve. So it's all gonna match. So I'm working on the color change on the first sleeve, and I'm going to be altering the side so that it's not just a medium, it'll fit a large. Because right now, if I just sew it up as is, it's not going to fit a large. And I like most of my stuff to fit at least a size large. And, you know, it's just my preference for some of my stuff. But, see, that's it folded in half. I'm really happy with the color change and how that's going, and I'm really happy that I had enough yarn to do this. well, I only had 3 of each color, which is that light purple and then the multicolored purple, but that's still enough, especially since I'm using all of them together.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sophia, what
You
are
want
you
her?
doing?
She's just sitting on my lap. You want to get a hold of her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now we're going to start looking at some of the other stuff. But before I do, what I want to do is I want to tell you guys why I said that you guys would go when you heard the news. I sold my spinning wheel. The spinning wheel that I was using to make all of my yarn. The reason why is because I needed to upgrade. And after saving up quite a bit of money from doing doggy drop-ins, which is taking, excuse you.
Sophia, how could you interrupt her?
I was able to save up enough that once I sold my spinning wheel, I'd be able to afford not just a bigger upgrade, but also the jumbo flyer kit to go with it.
It's pretty good, actually. The pictures you showed me definitely makes it look like it's got a little more.
And I'll definitely be able to still bring it back and forth. It'll be a little heavier, but I'll be able to bring it back and forth. And the reason why, instead of getting a jumbo flyer for the wheel that I had, was because they don't make one for it. It's strictly a 4-ounce bobbin type of wheel. So I need to be able to make a lot more than just 4 ounces of yarn. So, which on my wheel, as you guys know, only comes out to about 200 yards. So I needed to make a lot more than that. I needed to make at least double that. So I was able to afford a wheel that, yes, wasn't the one that I wanted, because I wanted to go for looks. So I was going to get the Minstrel, but it was way more expensive, and I was afraid of damaging it when moving because it's such a pretty wheel. And I know that the ones that are unfinished to more like of a glossy covering, they're more likely to take a little more heat. So I'll be able to actually just put it in the back of my dad's truck and literally go through bumps and not like kill my spinning wheel.
It's quite an image. I'm just imagining it like as like something you'd see in a cartoon with the eyes just kind of being like little X's, like.
Well, the reason why I had gotten my other spinning wheel, the one that I just sold, is because I needed something portable that could take some heat from being moved back and forth during the summertime season, because I do the farmer's market. Because my original one was taking on some damage and I didn't like it. Even when we tried to lessen the damage, it still got damaged. Because it was big, so it needed to be in the back, the very, very, very back of the truck, instead of inside the cab. So
Sorry, I'm distracted with scratching her. It's fun.
So she's got her little heart right here. Mommy's got you. Calm down. And that is from her getting her rabies tag today.
Jeez,
She was not happy.
And evidently neither was Kane.
Oh, he was, actually. His crying was more, "Ooh, let me out of the truck, let me out of the truck."
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because he knows that he can see other doggies there.
Oh, yeah.
But what do you say, Sophia? Should we get to...
I will take that as a yes.
Okay.
So what are we going to do first?
Well, what we're going to do...
Stuff that's on the left or the stuff that's on the right?
I'm going to show you guys some yarn. Actually, I should show you the wool first because that is in bags and the yarn is not. So before we do that, I do want to show you guys the project bag that I've got. And we're going to do that pile first.
Okay.
With the purple and the gray.
Okay. Can I just get them ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're about to see is wool that I got from a mill that's actually in the next town over. Technically the same town since Springvale and Sanford are
They're pretty much like
joined
conjoined
at the hip.
Yeah, they're conjoined twins.
Yeah. This town gets orange trash bags. That town has to get orange trash bags for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And charge a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so what you're about to see is from the actual mill that I just went to about a day ago. And with my purchase, I got 2 of these bags to carry my stuff in. They are Jagger Spun Mill bags. And that's the name of the mill that's here in town, Jagger Spun. So all right.
Which color do you want first? Do you want me to get the second bag too, or just this one will do fine?
This one will do, if I can get this open. You know what? Gonna risk it.
No!
And pull a little bit out so I can get up close to the camera and show you guys. See, from afar, this looks purple. But
Up close,
it's got a lot of blue, and it's got purple, and it's got red tones all through it, and I think there's also gray. Stop that. You're shaking the whole house.
I do.
Yes. And it's got some gray tones in it, so let's see. Oh, there we go. See, that's the overall color, and if I can really get it in there, like off to the side by his head, you can see some of the color. It's got some red.
So what, my head's full of color?
Some pinks, some blues, and it all creates this beautiful purple color. And I have 2 pounds of this. So give me the other, that one.
Oh.
So yeah, I got 2 pounds of this color. Eventually I will be going back to get more wool and more yarn. This one has an opening on the side, so I'll be able to just pull it out and show you. See. This is all 100% wool because that's all they do at Jagger Spun is wool. So I don't know exactly what type of wool because they don't actually label all the time what type of wool, so you'll just see like on this tag 100% wool, 1 pound. This is 1 pound. And getting it in the mill was actually a lot cheaper than getting it online. You can go and look at any fiber supplier and you'll see that it's $18 to $20 to even $30 a pound. $12 a pound. Technically $13.
Should we reveal what the price tag was?
No.
Yeah.
It's not that good. But see
Correct.
right there, that's somewhat, no. Back here you can see the color a little better. But it's beautiful. It's got some really dark gray with some white in here. And I'm looking forward to spinning it, which my wheel does not get here until about the 20th, unfortunately.
Alright, so, which bag do you want next?
Don't matter. So this was
Sophia, come here.
Another bag of wool, and this was only about $6 for these bags. And they do mention that this is superwash merino or superwash treated fiber. I think the lady told me it was merino when I got up to the desk, and purchased them. But this one has a nice blue, a pink, and a yellow. And it's in a zippered bag. So I can, without the gloss, show you guys. That's a really pretty color.
Shall I hand over the next bag to you?
Just a second. This one still has yellow in it, but it also has this gorgeous color right here, which you cannot see that well, so I will be pulling it out of the bag. And I definitely don't think that this is roving. I'm pretty sure that this is just, yeah, this is like lap waist. That's why it's so cheap, which means you get this big mess.
Ah!
You get a huge mess. And that's wool. I love the smell of wool. But especially super wash treated wool. But your phone's fine.
Still.
But in these bags it's lap waist, that's why it's only $6 per bag. But this is a gorgeous, it's like a burgundy, oh there we go, right there, perfect color. It's got some of the other color on it.
Also, it matches your hair, kind of.
Right there is, on camera from what I can see, pretty true to color. And it's gorgeous. I love it. I've pretty much bought these so that I will be able to just spin one color right after the other and then put it, just drop some yellow wool. Got it. So I'm hoping that I can just spin it, and since there's yellow in both of these, if I don't end up having enough with just one of these, I can just open up the other bag. There we go. Not easy to get back in the bag. But yeah, since there's yellow in this one, and there's yellow in this one, I'll hopefully be able to just go from one to the other if I use the yellow as a way to, you know, do that. So
She looks so confused right now.
there's that. And that is all the wool, like actual wool roving and things like that I got from the mill. But no, not yet.
No, I wasn't pulling it up yet. I was just adjusting my arm.
Yeah, because now I'm going to show you guys the yarn. I got a lot of yarn from them as well, so I'm just going to scoot it past you guys.
Be warned, it's a yarn mountain.
Scoot as much as I can onto the table. Just put that aside.
We have my phone out because we want to see, you know, any previous comments in the chat and such, so.
Yeah. So I've got all of the yarn out here except for one thing, because I don't know if she's watching. So I don't know if my friend's watching, so I don't know if I want to reveal that yarn.
Does Sydney typically watch these?
There's about 5 hanks of yarn that are in a bag that I'm not sure if I want to reveal yet. I don't know if she does.
Okay.
So, first I'll go with this. Oh, that's kind of true to color on camera.
Contrast is a little bit brighter, but outside of that, it is accurate.
Yeah. Oh, wait, right there. Right there is pretty true to color. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And these are labeled. I chose all lace weight because I wanted to work with that. It is 100% super fine merino wool. So, and each one is 560 yards. So, and they actually give instructions on what to do. Dry, clean, or hand wash in cool water and lay flat to dry. So that's really good. I want you guys to know that that is exactly how you take care of anything that is wool. you always dry clean it or hand wash it and you lay it flat to dry. Unless, here's the exception, it's a sweater. You can hang that up and let that dry, but you have to hang something off of it so it keeps its shape. So, 4 of these. And I'm just gonna hand them to him. No, just hold on to them.
Oh.
Because we're gonna show the whole bulk of yarn when I'm done. And I'll hold up this one that I just dangled in front of you guys. I have 2 of these. This is superfine merino, 100% wool. There is approximately 1,120 yards in this. And this color is called pewter. Does that have a color? Let me see. The color for this is iris. And then these are pewter, which right, let's see. Right there, I guess, would be the right shade. It's a gray, but it's not, it's got like a little pink tone to it so it's not 100% gray, but I've got 2 of those. And the rest of this, I only have 2 of each. The purple's the only one that I have 4 of because I wanted to get enough of that for a little project. So there's this one. And of course I got its twin.
They look a bit teal-ish on camera.
Yeah. Picture a little bit more green in this and you might have the right color. Let's see.
Oh, nope.
No, it's not going to show true, but this is main line wool. And again, all of this is lace weight. There's approximately 1,232 yards, and this is the color jade. So you know that the color that you're seeing on camera is a little too blue. So it's actually more of a clover green.
Yeah.
Like if you go more towards a clover green, you're getting closer to this color. Jade is definitely the perfect name for this because that is the color, but I'm just doing kind of a reference on an actual thing to let you know that the color you're seeing on camera is not 100% the color. Okay, I'm just gonna hand this one to him because it's got its twin over here. And this is superfine merino. It's approximately 1,120 yards.
What?
And I like the name.
Merino?
No, peacock.
Oh, yeah, that is a good name.
Yeah, this is a tone of green, but it's way more blue. So the color that it's showing on camera is actually pretty true to the color. Just a little bit darker, I would say.
But, you know, it's not looking like this hideous teal monstrosity. Doesn't look teal.
I like that. Here.
Barbara, I'm being
Put them on the table.
Alright. I was just about to say I'm being swallowed up by yarn. Save me. Why aren't you saying anything?
Because this is my yarn. I don't want to save you from it.
God.
You came into this relationship knowing that I was a yarnaholic.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 are these colors. It's the same, of course, the same shade. Superfine merino, and it's approximately 1,120 yards. Turquoise.
Woo!
Pretty obvious, and that is pretty true to color on screen. So, all of that wool, and without falling over, I got it.
Okay.
all of this yarn from the mill that is right here in town. And I'm going to set that aside and screw it if she is watching. I just screwed myself, but this was a pack of yarn. I do not recommend getting these packs of yarns because they're expensive, unfortunately. I only grabbed it because I want to make something for a friend out of it, and these colors go fantastic with each other. That's why they're already in a pre-made pack. So I'm going to lay them out in how they were in the bag and then read them off to you. So she's gonna love these. There's definitely not much here for an expensive yarn, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some light green in there. But that color right there is pretty true to color, and it has some red in it, some, I want to say rust, like a honey mustard color in there too. And there is unfortunately approximately only 249 yards. Yeah, I said not that much. Is that Sullivan?
It says Sullivan, yeah.
Yeah. So just like I have a colorway named Sullivan, this is called Sullivan Green.
Wait a minute.
But they... What?
I'm gonna look up that name for myself. Give me a sec.
But they word it differently. So he's checking up to see if we got the pronunciation right.
Sylvan.
Yeah, we did.
Sylvan. Okay.
Yeah, so we got the pronunciation right. It is Sullivan. And that's a really pretty green. But there's this one, which again is about 249
Hey,
yards.
we got another viewer. Howdy.
Hi. And these are all heathered wools, so that's why there's multiple colors in these ones. And it's a fingering weight, all of them. And this is the color moss. So, actually doesn't look that much like moss. But I can see why they went with that. I'm not that happy that there's not that many yards in each one, but it is a sample pack, and it is like an already pre-made kit. She's out in the other room. And this is a wool that I have used before. They actually gave me this one the last time I ordered some wool from them, and I really loved the color. That's pretty true to color right there. Maybe. No. It's coming off a little more blue. It's actually a little more greener than it's showing, but it's called teal, and it's a heathering one, so it's got, the reason why on our end it's got more green in it than what it's showing on camera is you see the blue aspect of it when we see more of the green and the blue, and a bit of a darker green in here. So this next one is Bayberry, and there is about 249 yards. And that's pretty true to color right there. This one actually does go pretty true to color. It's definitely got some white in it, and definitely a lot of blue. And I love it. And then the last one, oh, this is really pretty. agate.
You want me to look up the pronunciation again?
No.
Okay.
This is really, really pretty. It's got some really deep greens, some deep reds, and kind of like a purpley color in there. Let's see if I can get up close for you guys to see. Kind of like right there. Don't know if you guys can see that well, but it's really pretty. And let me hold them up. Wow. I love yarn.
If she could, she would probably bathe in a tub made of yarn.
Those are the colors.
Am I wrong?
Those are the colors. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna lay them out. Probably gonna push this really dark one off to the end and start with a light one. I don't know, you guys tell me. So we'll go with, let's go back to here. The Sullivan green as like number 1. The moss as like color number 2. Teal as color number 3. Bayberry as number 4. And agate as color number 5. So leave suggestions down below on what order you guys think this should go in for whatever project I make out of it.
Leave a comment or else.
Don't threaten on here.
Hey, these are the consequences of having me on here.
Yes, he's weird, but he's mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm weird too, so.
We're both neurotic in some way.
Yeah. I like yarn. He doesn't. Alright. The last batch is wool that I had ordered from, believe the shop name on Etsy was Hep Springs or Hip Springs.
Which bag do you want me to grab first?
I don't know, just grab one. Just grab one of each.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, I did get 2 of each of these colors, but I'm only going to show one. This one was so that I can restock. It's called Starling. It is 4 ounces per bag. So, this is what I was saying about this versus this. This I get online. This is $18 for 4 ounces. That was $12, almost $13. Actually, yeah, $13 for a pound. Bear in mind, yes, this is more of an expensive blend.
But
It's still pricey. The colorway is called Starling, and you guys have seen this on my channel before. Gorgeous colors. Very, very, very pretty.
looks like a blueberry swirl.
And I'm stuck to the bag.
That's because it's
But-
stuck on you.
Anyways, let me get this back in the bag, and then I will read off what is in this. 'Cause I don't want dust and other particles getting into the yarn. Okay, and with this you get a little project card. I don't use them because I make this stuff to sell. So, but you get also a little stitch marker. And in Starling, the colorway that I just showed you is 75% 23 micron merino wool. So all that's really important is that it's merino wool, 75%, and it's 25% mulberry silk. So those greens and that purple, that's the mulberry silk, and that's a really, really beautiful silk. trust me, I know. It's where caterpillars are just fed the leaves from the mulberry tree. That's it. That's literally all they eat, ever. The next one is this one. You can't really see it in these bags, that's why I'm taking them out. This one is called Space Unicorn. This was a couple dollars cheaper. This was $15 for 4 ounces. It's pretty. I think it's pretty.
It is.
I love all the sparkle that's in it. His mom accuses me of being a sparkle queen, when normally growing up I did not like sparkle that much.
But
Since I got into yarn, yes, I do like sparkle. And that's only been like the last
oh man, I just thought of
2 years.
I just thought of a terrible comparison. You want to know what that almost kind of looks like from a certain angle?
Oh, good.
It looks like a cinnamon bun. It does.
Okay.
Can't you see the swirl?
That's called a nest.
I'm just saying it looks like a cinnamon bun.
So roving like this is usually wound into what's called a nest. And it makes it look like a cinnamon bun.
See?
But all right, so another color that I got from Hip Strings. I was pronouncing it wrong. Hip Strings is Selkie. And it's, again, 4 ounces per bag. I could have gone with an ounce or two, but I like to spin in bulk, and this will be enough wool for me for quite some time. I still have my own colorways to make, like Orange Dream. I just sold the last of that a couple weeks ago. But look at that. Did I even read what was in Space Unicorn? I did not. Oh goodness. So, Space Unicorn, back to that. It is 37.5% merino wool, 12.5% baby alpaca, 12.5% viscose, infused with pearl. And in case you don't know, viscose is a plant fiber. It's literally like the strings that you get out of the stem of a flower. Like 12.5% viscose from bamboo. In other words, bamboo. They just want to, she actually clarifies sometimes, not all the time, but if it's viscose, she will put whether it's pearl or not. I don't know what the other viscose is from, but it's infused with pearl, which is great. And it's also 12.5% nylon, which is what all the sparkle is, of course. So, but not everybody will do what she does, which is clarify like the viscose if it's bamboo or not. There's rose, there's bamboo, there's so many. Pineapple, of course.
What?
There's so many different types of viscose. And some people don't really clarify that, but others do. But anyways, this is Selkie.
Okay, I was going to get the little tag and do the reading for you on that one.
No, I can do it.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, well, if you want, you can.
Yeah.
So,
Let me know when you want me to start reading.
go for it.
All right. It's made out of 50% merino wool, 12.5% tussa silk, and 12.5% sari silk.
And I really like sari silk when it's in a roving because it looks so pretty. That's what a lot of the blue is. The white is the tussa silk, like the really shiny white that you guys saw is the tussa silk. The blue the little pops of green and red and pink and purple, that is the sari silk. So a lot of people will write that it's just silk. I like to know whether it's Tessa silk, mulberry silk, sari silk, or what. Bamboo silk even, which again is viscose, but it depends on what part of the bamboo that you're using. I think there's a difference between the bamboo silk and just regular viscose, but at the same time, I don't really think there is a difference. But anyways, I still have my own colorways that I have to work on.
Now for the last one?
No, I just did that.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Oh, okay.
But it's been a long day.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hold off on Hot Off the Hook Friday to do it kind of like now.
It's been a long, hot day.
Yeah. And I didn't want to do it during the whole heat of the day. So we're sitting under a fan right now that we can probably turn up to high.
I was going to say, maybe we should even turn on the AC and...
No, it's broken, unfortunately. We've tried already, and it just doesn't it brings more heat in. It's gotta go. But that's kind of what you get for setting an air conditioner aside for 15 years.
I think it was 15 years old. Ugh.
Sitting under a bunch of stuff, and anytime my mom wanted me to get something that was way on the other side of it, the only place I had to go was over it, and that meant climbing on top of it.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
my mom was a bit of a hoarder, but...
in the past now.
Yep.
So, what next?
I think that was it.
Oh. Should we maybe call the guest star in just one more time for a final appearance?
I don't think she's gonna come.
I don't know. Usually when I call her, she's just like...
Yeah, well, she really, really loves you.
Yeah. She'll do anything for me.
Let's see.
Here are the other bags.
But yeah, that's all the stuff that I had gotten within the past couple of weeks. Some of it I've had ordered for quite a while. I'm still waiting to get some stuff that I've had in an order for over 3 months. That stuff is more...
There we go.
More or less from wish.com, and yes, I do order from Wish sometimes. It's more or less to get little clothing for Sophia that I can't find anywhere else.
I've ordered a couple of things from there, you know, like that Blu-ray player I got, which works great, so.
But that's about what I use it for. If any of you are wondering, yes, I have bought some yarn from Wish.
Oh boy, that face says something.
It's great, but it's small. There's not much you can do with it. And it's not worth your time waiting for all of that. I mean, if you want to try it and get it at an extremely cheap price, but wait like 3-4 months for it, go for it. I'm a little more impatient than that, so I rarely use Wish, especially for yarn, because one, I don't really trust their processing for yarn, and if it's gonna be something that I make to wear, I don't want to worry about that.
Well,
so
plus also it takes a long time to come over, so.
Yeah. But if you're not in a rush and you want it at a very, 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 very dirt cheap price, go for it.
I haven't used that. I haven't used it in a while. No,
Yeah, it's not really something you use all the time. It's more or less something to look at, and then
If I see something.
if the mood strikes you and you see something, yeah. But aside from that, not really. But, all right, I will put these away. The other 3 bags: Silky, Starling, and Space Unicorn.
I know it's pronounced Selkie, but for some weird reason my brain keeps on thinking Silky. Like the little thing from Teen Titans. I don't know why my brain keeps doing that.
Mine does it too. But
Yay!
but just like the shirt says, subscribe to Crochet Delight. Don't forget to give this video and any of my other videos a thumbs up and share them so others can view them. It has been about 46 minutes almost, and I think we're gonna get going so that you guys can have dinner and so that we can have dinner.
Yeah.
And I can reorganize all of this.
We need food.
But stay tuned, because within the next couple of weeks, I will be showing you guys my new spinning wheel.
Yeah.
I might do a complete unboxing, or I might not. I'm not sure.
Well.
Yeah, I know that with my last wheel, I didn't do a complete unboxing. I didn't even do a complete unboxing for my first one. Or my third. I didn't do a complete unboxing for all of them, so I might do it with this one. But then again, I'm not fully sure if I want to, because spinning wheels pretty much come in pieces when you first get them.
How about, just to kind of save you the trouble, just do a video of you when it's like, if it comes in pieces.
Yeah.
Just do a video where it's all nice and completed.
That's what my videos on those usually have been, was after I had already put them together. A complete unboxing would be like from the moment I get them. And I get really excited. I'm really excited to get my new wheel because it's going to be bigger. The
Would you ever...
The orifice on the new one is going to be... It's going to be closed in, but it's going to be about the same size as the previous one. But the jumbo kit that I had to order with it is going to be a lot bigger.
Would you want to do a video where you make it yourself? Like, record yourself putting it together? Or do you think that'd be too much pressure?
I think if I'm going to do a complete unboxing, I will do a live stream.
Of you putting it together?
Of me opening it up, putting it together, figuring everything out. That way, it's completely uncensored. Just like this live.
Right.
Just like all my other lives. But, so, like I said earlier, let me know what order to put these greens in. And I'm gonna make something for my friend. No, it's not for me, literally. It's for my friend. That's what popped into my mind the second I saw them. But, and tell us what you think about our new haircuts.
Yeah.
I mean, mine is pretty red and...
I need to give this thing a shower.
But if any of you do want to get a balayage hairstyle and you don't want a traditional balayage, do what I did, just add a color to it. So, because what they are going to do anyways is lighten your hair no matter what. Because the traditional balayage, you need to lighten the hair anyways to get that blonde color with like a black or any other color. But I went for a very untraditional balayage and I got red just because I thought it would go great with the black, and it does. And it's still at a point where I can do my roots and not screw it up.
It's very poofy. I like the poofiness.
I did get it trimmed too. I had to get an inch cut off because at the very back it was poking me and getting really drenched in sweat over the last month because it's been so hot. But alright, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. So thank you for coming back to another installment of Hot Off the Hook Friday. So, alright. Have a delightful day and happy hooking, everyone.
Bye.
This is gonna look weird because I have to bend over.
So?